Chasing Purple. Thank you so much for watching and coming. Shout out to my 7 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Anybody who made a contribution on my GoFundMe page, I really appreciate that. The prayers, the thoughts, everything. Very grateful. And you're going to sit here and listen to me talk. That's awesome. So today I want to talk to you about probably the most important part of the healing quest, which is our diet. What we put into our body directly affects how it functions. So what I learned from Optimum Health, like I said in the last episode, that fruits and vegetables have the nutrients and the healing properties that we need for our bodies. 80% fresh fruits and vegetables is the thing you want to go for, because that's going to give you the most nutrition for your value that you need. If you cook it all up and make it all hot, and you apply heat to it, you cook it, then you're changing it and decreasing you're killing the nutrients, basically. Cooking all the nutrients. At Optimum Health, we did a very specific diet, which was based on detoxing fruits and vegetables, sprouts, fermented foods, juicing, and wheatgrass. And a lot of people that were there for weight problems, you know, high blood pressure, diabetes, all of this stuff. And it was beneficial to all of us, for me as well. Trying to imitate that experience from my home, which I can't do exactly, but I'm raising money for this on the side. But the main part of it is that 80% of your diet should probably be fruits and vegetables, if you can. 80%. I mean, that's optimum. And if it's raw or cooked, it's up to you. People differ on that area. And what you fill your other 20% with is also something people differ on. So, I mean, it's according to your body, because one size does not fit all when it comes to healing and diet and food style. I think it's important to remember that as well when you're prescribing or trying a diet or a certain food style, to be mindful of what your body needs. But we all need, like, fresh fruits and vegetables. Like, that's a given. So at this point, I am having to recreate my experience at home, so to speak, and doing a lot of juicing and trying to eat raw food in between. Cutting out processed foods is very important. Gluten is a big trigger for a lot of people. I have to remain gluten-free. I would suggest trying that. Dairy is another one that can be a trigger for people that I would suggest probably not partaking. And also, you know, I'm a vegetarian, vegan, so meats are kind of off the table. But some diets, like the Walls Protocol, which is very specific toward MS, requires a very specific amount of meat, and it's a very specific type of meat, like organ meat. So that's another option. Something that people ask me sometimes about the juicing, oh, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It kind of is a lot of work. I mean, not really, because if you're cooking, you're going to be doing a lot too. So juicing is not that much work. But what I would recommend is, when you get your fresh fruits and vegetables, when you first pick them up, this is what I do, and then I rinse them all off and dry them off and bag them all up in the beginning. That way you can portion them out and you can just grab them and juice them. You don't have to go cut and wash and all this stuff every time you want to make some juice. So that's how you cut back on the work part. And also, for me, it's exercise, because I have this old juicer and you have to stand up, and it's kind of old school. So standing is exercise for me, so it's like 2-for-1 win. You know what I'm saying? Juicing, because I get the exercise and I get the juice. And why juice over smoothies? Well, I do smoothies also, but the juice is like the way to flood your body with nutrients while you are flushing out the toxins. So you're flooding your body with nutrients and flushing out the toxins. That's the idea of juicing. And you can put like 10, I'll have 10 to 12 carrots, an apple, 2-3 stalks of kale, and maybe a beet in one juice. You know, whereas if you try to put all that in a smoothie, you probably get a stomachache because all the fiber. You know, so what the juice does is it compresses all the nutrients, or as much of it as it can, out from the vegetable or the fruit, and removes all the fiber. Well, if you're eating raw fruits and vegetables in between, you don't need all that fiber. So it's a good way to get your body back in alignment and on a track of optimum functionality so that it can start to repair itself. So, that being said, I want to thank everybody for listening. I wish you luck on your diet and your food choices. And please, if you like the video, please subscribe and follow. Check out my webpage. Oh yeah, there was another thing. It's my intention to do this vlog once every 2 weeks. But because of the holidays and, you know, I do have MS and it's unpredictable, I may not be able to do it every 2 weeks. So every 2 to 3 weeks, we'll say that. And I'll see you in another 2 to 3 weeks. Peace out.